Let's just get back to it. If I get lost again, fucking look up where to go. If I start getting my ass kicked, use cheats. I might even turn on invincibility if things get really terrible. For now,
Boy, another stank-ass dungeon.
yeah, my favorite. I have to remember how to play this again. 'Cause this is an interesting game to try to remember its button scheme. But what a fun time. I almost decided to play something else today, but that would have kind of been a classic, at least a classic to me, even though, you know, it's on the 360. But I was like, no, I don't want to start anything else. I need to get through this, because if I keep putting it off, we'll never be done. Yeah, it's hard for me to tell with the movement of that game, just because I've only watched. So once I feel it, I'll probably understand. Unless they fix it, by any reason, by the time I actually ever play the game. Ow, ow, ow. Climb it, you fucking idiot. Well, there goes all of that health. Had a jetpack I could have used.
I feel good.
I just stepped in lava, but I feel good. That sounded awful.
What's in those barrels can't be good.
Yeah, didn't you see when you were shooting him what was happening? If to start unless you push all the way, then it becomes very floaty. That is a sentence. I know what you mean, but my brain goes elsewhere. Ooh, I fucking took my shoe off and it's sitting right on the wire. Of course, that's gonna give me issues. Wait for the game to come back. It's just a matter of when or if they'll fix it. I don't know how often they'll patch. I assume they will want to work on it. I don't know how good they are with that kind of stuff. Or if it's something they're even looking into fixing. Ghost keeps running every Tuesday.
Prepare for takeoff.
I assume there might have been a jetpack in there because there's no way I'd be getting across that.
Pigs do fly.
Oh, it's fucking gross. Oh, it stinks in here.
Ooh, this'll come in handy.
It stinks. I don't know where I'm going. Here, perhaps. Oh, good. I can't see. Right, I forgot how fucking ridiculously dark it is in the water for me. Yeah, hopefully. Never know. No, put the gun away. No, the gun. hell even am I? Am I just back here? No, not the mask. God damn it. Now we'll talk about other things that need an update. Bruce Willis. Back here. It's so dark. Gonna need to use the fucking thing and get another biomask. Nope. Please get the stick out. It's so bad. It's Windows 8. Exactly. Sad that, like, after all the Die Hard and whatever, a lot of his popular movies for pause, because this fucking background Windows got to pop up. It's driving me nuts. But it sucks that Bruce Willis, no, he just doesn't seem to care for a lot of certain movies. He pumps out like a movie a month, it feels like.
Getting kind of gassy.
Like, he just makes a lot of random appearances. He's just kind of... There's always reports he's difficult to work with, or that he wore an earpiece to get his lines fed to him. Gotta get... I don't have one. Biomask. God, I could just be invincible. Yeah, well, it's like he does, like... He kind of, like, phones it in a lot. Or, like, he doesn't, like, as if he doesn't really give a shit. At least that's what I get the impression of from what I hear from people.
It's getting kind of gassy in here.
And that was kind of the issue with, like, some of the movies, is, like, he'll just show up, but he barely says anything, or he'll say, like, a few things, or it's, like, the most minimal amount of words. Where he'll be, uh-huh, yeah, okay, yep. And it's just like, what's the point? Another biomask.
Ooh, that hit the spot.
Something above me.
Time to jet.
Couldn't tell. Oh, there was a ladder. I just can't. It's so hard to look up. Especially in that time situation. But it's like when you watch the Die Hard stuff, at least it seemed like at the time he really cared or did really good. But then you watch some of the, like, current stuff he's done, and it's like, you know, he's just there for the check. But I mean, I think it's just, it depends on the movies. If he really likes it and cares about it, he might put a lot of effort in. I don't know, though. But if he just doesn't care and it's just another paycheck, he'll just kind of show up. Ow, ow, ow. Open these? No, but I could jump into the wall. Anything in here that I want? Use this.
You're all free. Now come get some.
Duke, you already killed them.
Ooh, that hit the spot.
As I can't remember if it was a movie or not, but I remember someone was talking about it, whether it was true or not, but like, there was a movie where they tried to make it seem like Bruce Willis was going to be the main actor of the movie. And, but then someone else became the main actor, even though he wasn't credited as such to be the main actor. And Bruce Willis ended up being the side guy for it, and it just made it seem weird because of just the way they advertised it. Bruce was like barely even in there. I can't remember what movie they were talking about. I would have to like figure out what the hell I was watching or listening. I'd have to go through my history and figure out what the hell I was listening to, because it was just kind of just casual conversations. Alright, you guys hurt. Jesus Christ, and I picked a bad time to have the pistol out. Thank you. May I have another? Was more of the main person, but who knows? Fuck if I know. I don't watch a ton of movies. This is the most amount of movie watching I've done in a long time with the movie nights we've done. Oh god, not these fucking things again that shoot fireballs. An anti-air cheat where it just takes out everything flying. I mean, I'll give myself all ammo if I have to. Duke, why aren't you moving? I hit the button to move. Alright, I just said screw it, I don't die and I have unlimited ammo. I know to some people that'd be like, why? But at this point, I just wanted to play the game for the experience, and I suck at this shit. I'm sitting here wondering why I'm jumping through hoops, so I never,
I feel good.
I'm jumping through all these hoops for this shit, and I'm like, wait a minute, why don't I just fucking... I'll just have fun. Isn't that what the whole point of this is? For fun? Like, I've had plenty of classic Tuesday adventures where I just get frustrated and I'm like, you know what? Some of it's just about fun. And you know what? Let's just go back to the old style video games where we could have cheat codes. So let's enjoy. You know what? Let's just fucking do this. There we go. Fucking Big Head Duke is here. Oh my god. Oh god, I was hoping you just forgot about it. That's why I tried my best not to bring it up ever.
Suck my boomstick.
See? Suck my boomstick. Let's just enjoy video games when they had cheat codes. So, let's just be Big Head Fun Man. Normally I like to do like actual playthroughs depending on the game, but when it depends on how old the game is and or clunky the mechanics are, and because this game is very clunky, I just said fuck it. I gave it a good handful of levels, and now I want to end it on a fun note. Now I gotta check something. If I have an actual good emote in the channel, it's gonna like everyone's gonna think I'm trying to be professional. I can't die, you big head fucks like me. We all have big heads, but only I can be the biggest. Yeah, that's fine. I assume it's gonna probably be a black or like a grayish book because it kind of needs to work for light and dark mode. I'm not sure. Or it's just a white book. But I'm not sure what color it's being. Because I know that some people still use light mode and some people use a lot of people use the dark theme, so as long as it looks good for both, a broken rule book will work. I mean, anything looks better than what my channel emotes already are, so I'm not too picky.
Bacon bits.
Oh, do I not have the key? I'm sorry. I'll try to find the key, but me doing this might also make it harder for me to find said things. Or easier. I don't know.
Eat that.
Oh, there's the key. I watched someone else with a broken rules emote come in and be like, that's just like mine. It's like, fuck no, it ain't. I can have whatever I want. My nose is itching. Also, I feel like in this game, I definitely struggle with boss fights. I just barely got through the last one. That's why I just said, fuck it. Like something I could jump into, but it's glass. This big fucking head of mine. What me turning that did other than turn the gas off. I do have a key now. I don't know what for what door. It's a vault or something. Be over here. Probably this. I don't know. Could be.
This'll clean up the toxin in no time.
Drain the toxin. Hold your breath. I don't know where I'm going. Well, either way, I don't deserve it. Still gonna say it's a breaking the rules and that I don't deserve it. I feel ridiculous with this fucking giant head. Anything different in here? I don't even know. I must have been clearing something that I was unaware of. This way. Out of my way. Duke never dies.
Good riddance. This place reeks of death.
Said it a little early. I thought I was already there. And it's like, no, I just had to take a turn, I guess. Oh, good. We're on to Holy Terror. Son of a bitch. We'll get there. Cheat codes. We have the power. It's doable. Because I really did want to try to get through it. So I said, fuck it. Instead of struggling, use cheats.
Say your prayers. I'm coming to get you.
Take them all down. Can't stop him. I don't understand. He won't die and we have big heads too.
Looks like this whole place is overdue.
I get it. I'd be so fucked right now. The amount of times I've been shot.
A monk's life is not for the Dukester.
Oh, I don't want to be trapped in like a temple, alright? I went through that shit in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Never again. Yeah, I mean, it's just old school. It's like, of course, they have cheats, so it's fun. I usually try to do a regular playthrough, though, for the stream and recording, but, like, for this kind of thing, I'm like, this game is dated, and certain mechanics and shit is tough, even on easy for me, because I'm just not good with these old-style, rough around the edges movement and everything else, and I get lost so much. And because this game is more of like based on if you die, it continues, and then if you run out, you gotta start again completely from the beginning, and I'm like, fuck that. I'd rather just, and I already did like half the game normally, so it wasn't until like a little while I started using cheats in the last session, so I said, fuck it, I'll just...
Yeah.
Let's do this. But most of the time, I do try to do it normal. Games like this, I kind of need it, because I suck. I did my usual bullshit and joking around with John after the stream during the weekend because DK suggested Kingdom Come Deliverance that John should do it on stream. I was like, look, John, people want to see you play games more than me. That's a joke, because it's like clearly I play more because it's my channel and I'm here all week. Like, that's not it. Why would anyone want to watch me fuck around? I'm boring. And I was like, I don't know, John. I don't know. Mostly the banter. Plus, a different approach to things is more refreshing than my ridiculousness every so often. I don't fucking take... I'll take things mostly seriously, but sometimes I'm a little more brute force heavy than I am my finesse. John tries to calculate and use math. I just punch things.
And me without my library card.
What a shame. Jesus, right, you have a big head. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Come on.
Me. My head's not even connected. Who even knows if we're even gonna do that thing with John? I mean, there's still me doing Morrowind, and who knows if that's even gonna happen. A lot of things that we still got. There are to do. It's just if John's in the mood to do it is the question. I mean, I'm just surprised he even did Tulip. I think it was only because it was so different. Because it's not a boring or like a basic action-packed game. It was something completely different. That game... Hey, good looking out, man. Yeah, that's how it is for that. I mean, like I said, for the recording and stuff, I like to give games a fair shot without cheats. I only do it in this, like in certain old games, if I have already played the game before, where I haven't played this, I usually only like to use cheats if I played the game before and I'm fucking around for a session. Or or like, again, it's really dated, I've already been struggling, and I need all the help I can get. And with this, I've been struggling, so I was just like, screw it. Wanted to, screw it, I just might as well see how it goes. This was like a very random thing to do for Classic Tuesday. It all depends mechanically and how everything is. And sometimes the levels can be a bit confusing for me. Everything can, and it costs me running around and getting hurt more. I said, fuck it. Plus, it's an old school game and they have cheats, so might as well just have fun with it. Yeah, I don't really count, like, I mean, I know it is kind of, but I don't really like randomizers and mods depending. I don't really count them as cheats since it's like, you're going, and plus those are like, you're going into the run, and that's what people are going to expect when you say that. When I do a Classic Tuesday, you pretty much half expect to go in there and do it normal. This is just it's supposed to be a normal playthrough. That's why I always am like, I don't like to use cheats. I want to give it all a fair shot, and I gave it my fair shot for the first half, and now I'm, because I want to beat the game, I just said, fuck it, I'm cheating. Because it's included in the game, I'm allowed to do it, and I just want to have fun and not be frustrated with it. Plus, it's a Duke Nukem game, I'm not taking it that seriously. DK just had to drop the Final Fantasy VII new threat, so he makes sure I'm reminded about it. And it's like, don't worry, I have it written down on my notepad. But even randomizers can still consist of being unfair. That's why I'm like, this is just a clear, fair, superior, fair advantage. Some can break it to where you have a huge advantage too. That's what's the beauty about randomizers. That's why I love them. I love having it where it's like, I could have the luck of the draw and destroy, or I am shit out of luck. At least when I've only really done randomizers with Pokemon, and John's been doing it with Zelda stuff. Because the Zelda, the Sonic and stuff, I would not have done. I might have done the Sonic one on my own just for shits and giggles at one point, but if we didn't have this way of how we do it now with John playing. But the Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, I sure as shit wouldn't have done just because I'm not as well knowledged in that stuff, and I'm not as huge of a fan as John is. I still like the games, but I couldn't do it randomized. Not to the extent he does. He'll randomize everything. Alright, well, that's closed. Switch down here? No. There we go. Oh, god damn it. But at least John gets to have fun when we do those, like, every so often John plays streams. I mean, granted, I'd prefer doing things that we can all do kind of stuff, but there's just some games that, you know, can't be done that way, and it's just fun doing it where we both react, and whoever's the better player in the situation to deal with these things can play it.
Who wants bacon and eggs?
There are just some games that don't really fit my bill, or I'm not into playing, and it's better if he does it versus me in certain scenarios. Why I keep explaining to the people if anybody new shows up. I'm like, the guy who's playing it is a friend. Somebody might get confused and think that's the streamer. Like, nope, we're just going through a different way of doing things than usual. Me, before DK, there was a time where some people thought John was the streamer of this channel. Because he was here all the time. One person really enjoyed John more than me, and even, they talked for a while, but John won't— oh god, your head's big. John doesn't want to talk about that kind of stuff from that past.
How'd you like to get twisted, sister?
I get it.
I heard you haven't been getting none.
I get it.
I already broke that habit. How'd you like to get twisted, sister?
It was just because it was with, like, an older female thing, and they got, like, they talked a lot, and eventually convinced John into, streaming for a bit, and then I lost power, and or my internet went out for, like, a month, or, like, a week, or, like, a week to a month, I can't remember, because of a bill we couldn't pay. And then they just kind of went off doing their own thing together for a while, and it was just kind of a whole shit show. Then it just got weird, and then John kind of broke away from that stuff. And it's like,
bless me, Father, for I will sin.
yeah, so. And of course, me being, you know, a little bit younger, dumber, and things like that, I didn't care. He could do what he wants. I just always hated it because it's like, of course, I already got a lot of like confidence issues, but I had it worse off back then than I did now. For the most part, I didn't really care, but there were points where it was like every time John was involved, more people were interested, and then when John wasn't, there wasn't as much interest in the stream. So of course, my confidence issues were more shot than they were now. Where now I just think everything I do sucks, but I stopped caring about it as much. I still have my moments.
Sanctuary.
I'll still have my outbursts and moments of issues with things, but not nearly as bad as they once were.
Shut you up.
God, I thought it was a fucking glitch.
Look out below.
Oh, the frame rate doesn't know what to do here. It's too much lighting.
Bringing home the bacon.
I just don't really care what goes on. As long as it's entertaining enough,
So much
you know,
for sacred ground.
John and I will do something, and if it doesn't feel worth it or he doesn't want to do it, then I don't really push the matter. That level was nice. That didn't be too much of a pain. I mean, granted, I'm fucking invincible, but in the sense of navigating, that one didn't feel so bad.